right, everybody, please welcome back the four aces to LIV Golf Las Vegas 2024. We are joined by the newest member of the four aces, Harold Varner III.
Made a great presentation last week.
Patrick Reed, our captain Dustin Johnson, and Pat Perez. Welcome, guys. We'll start with the obvious question. DJ and Harold, tell us how this offseason trade and transfer to four aces came about. I'll start with you, DJ.
I was at Dick's Sporting Goods buying some stuff for the kids, and Colin was with me. I was actually shooting something for perfect practice, but while I was there, I was like, I need to run in and grab some stuff. So Colin got a call from Richard Marsh, and this was pretty late too, in December, but got a call. And because we weren't really thinking about trading anybody, but they said, you want to trade Pete for Harold? And I was like,
I seem so wanted.
yeah, well, I didn't really want to be honest.
Understandable after last week.
But I was like, sure. So and then it's really how it came about. It wasn't really
Anything more to it than that?
yeah. Because the call said, would you trade Pete for Harold? I was like, sure. I don't know.
Man, I need to play better.
Hey,
Yes.
Tell us how it went on your end.
So for me, I had a tonsillectomy, whatever you call it, where they take your tonsils out. And I was recovering, so I couldn't talk. And I got the phone call, and I was like, yeah, I'd love to play for the Aces. Obviously, I'd love to play better for them, but it's early. Yeah, super excited. It's not that big of a deal. We still got to play golf. We got to play well, and you know, I really like these guys. They're heckling me right now, so I'm ready for the week to start so I can like redeem myself some way somehow.
I love it.
Thank you.
You had a great week last week, Patrick.
Did you? Wasn't close to my name.
It was pretty good till the last hole.
What'd you do in the last hole?
Made 7 with no penalty.
Yeah, with no penalty. Hit all of them.
I watched them all.
I didn't even make a triple.
Tell us a little bit about your off season and your preparation heading into this year. You were really close to winning a couple times last year. Do you think you can close that door this year?
Yeah, no, I haven't. Yeah, yeah.
I got to get all my shots while I can. It's just like unload on field right now.
It's going to be a fun year.
It's gonna be a great
100%.
But yeah, no, I mean the preparation was the same as every year. You know, go out and grind, and you know, the only difference is this year with having a longer off season, I was able to spend a lot more time with the kids and kind of be a dad, which was a lot of fun. And then get back to work and just kind of fine tune some things to try to get in the winner's circle. It's annoying being out here finishing second, third, fourth, fifth every week, and always looking at the top of the individual rankings and seeing everyone around me all have wins, and me being that one guy that has 0 wins but a lot of good finishes. So I feel like the game's trending where it needs to be, and just go out and kind of take that momentum into this year, and hopefully get in that circle not just once but a couple times.
Okay.
A little bird told me that you didn't really pick up your clubs much this off season, but you had a really strong start last week. Are you just that good? And if you had put in work in the off season, you think you would have won the first event?
I mean, woulda, coulda, shoulda always is it golf, but I spent a lot of time at home and with the kids, not much time at the golf course, yes. But I mean, sometimes it's good to take some time off, and I practiced a little bit right before we went to Mexico. And then I worked pretty hard in Mexico though at the game. But I mean, I was pretty surprised with my finish last week. I'm not gonna lie, I was happy with it. But the game, I mean, to be honest, during the week I practiced hard. Where I thought would actually I'd be a little rusty was the short game of putting, but put in some time, and everything felt good, and obviously got off to a nice start the first day, which always helps, and kind of kept it going. Just obviously the second day I didn't, played good. It was tough conditions. Just, it seemed every time I just was barely missed a shot, it seemed like it went into the wrong spot. And
he played great. I mean, what else? What are we going to talk about?
but yeah,
You saw.
But it's time to grind now, though. Looking forward to this year, and I'm happy with our team. I think, obviously last week was not a very good reflection of the talent that's on this team and how we're going to perform this year. But I think moving forward, we can't get any worse. So we're definitely going to do better this week.
Pat, we are in Las Vegas, which I know you spent a lot of time here. How excited are you to be having a tournament in Vegas with LIV? And then do you have any experience with this golf course?
I played about 20 years ago. I don't remember too much of it. It's kind of short and straight. I'm excited to be here. I'm not actually staying on the strip this week because too much temptation. So I'm going to stay away from it until Saturday night. And we'll see. It'll probably be the longest for sure. Are we going to found trouble? Huh? I mean, this team we've been dealt a great hand, a lot of adversity this all season. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like we got a great opportunity to like overcome something in our lives, everyone here, and we're going to support our people, and I'm looking really forward to that. Like that excites me, and things happen. We're going to be better from it.
I love it. I'm gonna pass it over to Mike over there.
So how shocked were you about the team result last week, or did you feel like,
come on, Mike, we're trying to get over it.
I'm not used to seeing the Aces 12th. Come on now.
It's early. It's first week. Me neither.
It's a season for a reason. I can't dwell on it. It's over.
I assume if there's any team that can get past a result like that quickly.
We had one of those last year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Tucson,
We
right?
had one last year.
Was it Tucson? Tucson, maybe.
Oh,
Greenbrier. That was Greenbrier wasn't very good. Yeah. I mean, there's sometimes.
It's an off week.
Yeah. I mean,
It's an off week.
And with the new scoring system, you need all four guys playing well. And even with counting three scores, you still want all four guys playing well. Last week, obviously, too, the golf course is, for first week out is pretty challenging, especially, it's very, very narrow. And, you can just barely miss shots when you're penalized.
No kidding.
Time. So, but yeah, I don't think last week we're not too worried about it. That's for sure.
And Patrick, you've been talking about how you wanted to get off to great starts. That had been a kind of an issue the last 2 years.
It's a crash and burn the last 2 days.
But you get off to 64 and you still find yourself 5 shots behind the lead. So what was your mindset after that first day?
Well, mindset obviously didn't work. But I mean, really for me, I haven't really had that much success there at Mayakoba. I've played back there at the PGA Tour, and it's just one of those golf courses that I feel like I'm dropping on every hole. I barely miss a shot. Next thing you know, I'm taking a penalty drop, and then I hit a couple loose ones. So that was actually probably one of my better finishes I've had there. And it's just kind of one of those things that getting off to that 7 under start, it felt good. And obviously, you had a guy go out there and shoot 59, Yako. I mean, there's nothing you can do there. And so, yeah, and you knew the weather was going to turn, the weather was going to get nasty, and you just had to, keep plugging along. And, unfortunately, it went from hitting almost every fairway the first day to basically missing every fairway the next 2. And, I mean, went out there, got home, talked to the coach, and we kind of went through game plan. Game feels fine. It's just a couple loose shots at the wrong times at that golf course, which will do it. And, I mean, that's last week. We're glad to get that one out of the way. Like I said, just don't really like that place. So, looking forward to a new one.
And like I said, it can only get better from here.
I did want
For some.
I did want to ask the rest of you about the 4 rounds counting this season. Obviously, new change in the format. Pat, what did you think of that?
I like it. I like it all 4 because a lot of things can change on that last day.
Yeah.
I think for a real team concept, anyway, all scores should count for. If you're going to find the best team, then you need all 4 scores count. That's how I see it. So I like the change.
I do too. I think it's great. I think, it puts pressure on everyone on Sunday, whether you're up around the lead or you're not. Because if your team's up around the lead, you have to perform well. And 2, a 10-shot lead with 4 scores counting is not a lot. So, you could have a team way out front and easily get caught. I mean, that you can catch them in 2 holes. So with 4 scores counting, it's not It's not a whole lot of, so I think that makes it for, it's going to be very interesting this year. And, everyone's got to play well on Sunday if you want a chance to win.
Do you feel like it's an advantage for the Aces given how experienced and deep you guys are?
Not if it's an advantage, but we like it. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good teams, so, if we want to win, we've got to play really well.
And then my last question, just about being here in Vegas during Super Bowl week, how much of a opportunity do you think LIV has as a league to kind of shine this week?
We have a big opportunity. Yeah, you're talking about a bunch of people in Vegas. They'll be able to come out, and hopefully you have that trickle-down effect. You'll have more fans come out and experience what LIV's about. And, I mean, we're in Vegas already electrified. Then you have the Super Bowl on top of it, and then now you come to a place that we preach golf but louder. And, I mean, you have a lot of loud events going on around here, and I feel it'll be big for us. I feel like you're going to get a lot of fans come out who come in early for the Super Bowl and all those festivities, and they'll trickle down, come watch some of the best golfers play, and hopefully the Aces, we do what we're supposed to do, go out and play the golf we're supposed to, and have a chance to hold that trophy at the end.
Appreciate it, Vince.
DJ, a question for you. Can you tell golf viewers, and we have kind of a general lifestyle golf series that runs a lot across the country, so it'll be after the event and whatnot, but tell golf viewers why this is must-see pro golf in your mind.
I mean, it's professional golf. It's, some of the best players in the world. I think it's a little bit, different than obviously obviously it's different than the PGA Tour. Now we have teams, but I think the fan experience here is a lot more fun. I think the player experience is more fun. It's just a little bit, got the music out on the range, some music out on the course. It's just trending to where golf is going right now, I think. When you're at home playing with your buddies and, you got your music on, as you're having a good time, I think that's what LIV's all about. But yes, we are out here competing and, at a very high level, but, you can still enjoy yourself while you're doing that.
Well, and the thing that I notice is that we watch you guys. That's why we enjoy the game, and also the places, and taking the golf around the world, taking us to places we haven't seen, like seeing a tournament here again, which is the nostalgia. Describe for the viewers what the quality of the players here, the guys they know, the accomplished players, and what it's like to be a part of that for you guys.
Well, it's good. I mean, obviously, it's it's still really new. I mean, we're only 23. Yeah, it's our 23rd tournament, so it's still really new. It's the quality of golf though I think is exceptional. The competition's exceptional, and you've got to, like, for me, if I want to come out here and win, I've got to play at my best. And obviously the fields keep getting stronger, teams are getting stronger, the golf's getting better. I think obviously everyone, I would invite everyone to come out and watch and just experience for yourself before you make a decision on it without actually being here.
Harold, I wanted to ask you, as it relates to the game, 54 holes, so you might have a final stretch that's the toughest scoring holes out there. What about the strategy and the different aspects of the way you approach it? And then maybe you're back 5 or 6 strokes or whatever, and you gotta compete for your team, and you gotta take some risks. Do you go shot by shot, or do you change a little bit of the strategy with your caddy in that aspect?
I don't, because I'm obviously not that smart to know where someone else is on the course. But for me, I think it's hard to do, but you just try to do one shot at a time and do what you're doing and see how it pans out. When you're playing like I played last week, you don't really, it doesn't matter. But you just do your job and like play golf, and you have to get as many looks as you can and see where it ends up. Add the song that comes to mind is the Kenny Rogers song, "The Gambler." Like, you just got to know when to hold them and when to fold them, and it's true in golf. And I don't think it really matters. I think it's really cool. Everyone's on the course at the same time. You finish. It's just way. I think it's cool. Some people don't like it. 54 holes. I mean, for $4 million, I'd play as many holes as you needed me to play to get $4 million. So it's pretty simple for me. Some people might think differently, but yeah.
Okay, over there.
Donnell Thomas, CDL Cigar and Golf. This question is for HV3. Being an Akron kid and playing your college golf at East Carolina, how has it been getting to this professional level and being able to go back into your neighborhood and go back to your old school and give back to those people? And anybody can answer this for that matter.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I wouldn't be here without certain people that helped me, and I think it's an integral part of your life to have mentors, and that's what we're doing. I don't think you should get a pat on the back for doing that. I just think it's the right thing to do. It costs a lot of money, and yeah, it's pretty simple. Does it? I don't have this like feel good thing. I just think it's the right thing to do, and if you can do that every day, I don't know. I don't think too much of it, honestly.
Well, I think that's the biggest thing with LIV is because of what we're playing for, because of how much we're being able to earn, but also with having a lighter schedule, it gives us that time to give back and actually make a difference. And I think that's the biggest thing for me is it's, when I was on the PGA Tour, I was on the other tours, because of how many events I played, I could financially help people out, but I couldn't really give my time. I didn't have time. So now having the time, you can actually make that difference and not just write a check. You can be there to help and actually make the difference. I think that's the biggest thing is actually making the effort to make a difference.
A great follow-up to that, you guys are about to head over to do an impact activation here at LIV Las Vegas. You guys are going to be meeting with students from the University of Las Vegas who just suffered a tragedy. You guys are also going to be meeting with some disadvantaged youth from the area. Tell us what that means to you guys to be able to use this platform to give back while you're on site. I'll start with you, Pat.
Yeah, I've done a lot of that. It feels good, to be able to, talk to people that have gone through some hard times, or, just, I've had a lot of hard times, through my life, and you hopefully run into people that can help you with it, and if you can help someone out in any situation like that, it feels great. Whether or not you think you made an impact or not, if they take something from it, it's phenomenal.
DJ?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a big part of what we do. I do I have my own foundation that we do a lot of work with underprivileged kids, and so I think not saying that that's what we're going to do now, but I think anytime you have the time to go and help some people or talk to them, or you never know what you're going to be able to do or accomplish. So, and you never know what someone's going through. Just a few words that you say to them could change their life or change their day. It's always a good thing, and it's positive to give back.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys giving back to the local community. I'm going to do one more, and then we got to get you over there.
I got a couple of questions. First one, Harold, where'd you get the shoes, dude? Because those are cool.
Well, thank you. This Jordan brand, they send them to us, and it was in my room.
You're styling, brother.
Thank you.
Good.
Appreciate it.
You guys are all great, but I want to find out, a lot of ink being written about Jon Rahm, rightfully so. What does Jon bring to the tour as a whole, do you think?
You want me to go? Oh, I mean, it's pretty simple. He's one of the best players in the world. That's it, and final and all. Like, we need is the best players we can get, because that's how the league's going to propel itself, is if the best players are playing. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. I mean, he's really fucking good. I'm serious. Like, that's his attribute to the league, because with the better players that come, that makes the league more legit. I don't know.
All right, that's suffice. Would you agree with me that most of the people that, in my opinion, that knock the LIV Tour are conventional golfers, old school, 54 holes, music, shorts, that type of thing, because they didn't grow up playing golf that way? Would you agree with me that that group has the biggest amount of criticism of the LIV Tour?
Well, they grew up playing that way. They're not used to watching it that way.
Right.
And if you want to go one step farther, they grew up riding around in a golf cart in shorts with a beer in their hand, playing golf and taking a breakfast ball off the first tee. I see it every week. But the biggest thing is I feel like the people that are knocking on it is because they haven't actually come out and experienced it. And the reason that is I mean, people don't like change. You know, you start making a ripple into anything, and instead of actually sitting back and thinking about it and having a clear head on it, the first thing is knee-jerk reaction. I don't like it. No, I don't want to deal with it. And so I feel like the more they come out, the more they see and they understand that, you know, I mean, you go to, there's room for both. There's that traditional 72 holes, tee times where you go to the golf course at 4 in the morning and you watch guys warm up. You can stay till dark. And then, I mean, you need a faster paced, because times these days, everything moves faster. Well, you have 54 holes, shotgun starts, so everything turns into a sprint. And it's just trying to evolve golf into a more faster paced and kind of more with the times. But there's definitely room for both. And I feel like people need to come out and actually experience that rather than have that knee-jerk.
100%. Every guest I have on my show, we talk about LIV Tour. And if they knock it a little bit, I said, I'll bet you dollars to donuts you've never been to a LIV event. Am I right? And they go, right.
I think
I said, when you go to one, you'll be singing a different tune. Come back and talk to me.
I think that, I mean, I get where you're coming from, but I think a lot of the noise and all the smoke is from people because it's funny, the businessmen and the people in the world that actually run the world don't say that stuff. It's the people that, like, are obviously with the media. Like, if you actually go sit at a country club and you talk about it, they'll be like, that's the best business decision you ever made. You just, those people aren't in the media, so you don't hear it. So I think there's a lot of talk about all this and that. I think at the end of the day, the only person that it hurts is the fan, because the best players aren't playing together. Like, if we were honest with ourselves, we would sit here and we would critique it and be like, yeah, it's cool, there's 2 different tours, but, like, not that many people are watching golf. Like, let's just get down to the basics of it. Like, we're trying to run these things, and it's just not going to work because there's not that many people watching. You know, we're not the NFL. You can't, if you split the NFL, you would still have 2 amazing leagues. So if we sit here and we're just, like, talking about it, like, it sucks for the fan. I love it for the money. So, like, it's a tough decision. But when it comes, like, bare minimum, it's a great business decision. It sucks for the fan, and there's a lot of egos where they don't want to figure out, like, what's best for golf. They don't, because they're doing what we did, do what's best for us. So I think it's very hard. I think there's more to it than just what this guy says on on your show. Like, he doesn't have a fucking clue. Like, he has no idea. He doesn't. He just thinks for himself. He's like, well, I don't like that. Like, I think that bothers me, because at the end of the day, it's golf. No one's going to die. No one's going to. It's golf. It's not that important. It's fun. I enjoy being with these guys. You guys enjoy watching us, but, like, it's golf. Like, let's just be real. Like, people are dying. Like, come on. So I find that's a great question, but I just think that in the grand scheme of things, well, who cares what that guy said?
Speaking of the NFL, just wanted to ask you guys, either of you guys going to the Super Bowl on Sunday, who's your team?
I wish both of them could lose, but I'm going. It's the greatest sporting event in all of sports. Yeah, it is insane.
I'm not going. I'm going home to see the kids.
Oh, gosh. You're about to have 3 weeks off. You're not going to see it?
No, well, I'm going to go home and see the kids, and we got some things going on at the house, so I kind of want to get to the house quickly and deal with that.
Thanks for taking it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I will be going to the game. Who do I have? Not sure yet. I'm still working on it.
You gotta go.
I gotta wait. I gotta wait till it's a little. Yeah, I gotta wait till it gets a little closer to game time. We're too far away.
Have you guys heard the history of this course? You know, John Daly's talked about how he'd go play money matches on this golf course and then go spend $3 million in a casino. Like, just the stories and the history of this golf course. I mean, there's a lot of stories like that. Have you guys heard any of those?
I've never come to Vegas to play golf, to be honest with you. So not really. Any of those are golf courses.
Yeah. I used to come to hit balls at Butchie's, but that was usually for about an hour late in the afternoon.
You did that today.
So.
All right, guys, we got to get you over to the kids. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you so much.
So,
Appreciate that question.